Hello, this is Casey, also known as Cora626, and in today's video I'm going to briefly discuss how to obtain elsewhere and how to use it. I'll see you when I get there. Here we are at my game, and I'm doing a really quick video for somebody who was interested in knowing more about elsewhere, how I obtained it, how to put it in your game, etc. So that's what I'm going to go over real quickly in this video for people who are interested in knowing how to do that. I'm also going to provide some sources on where I get my mods and custom content for this town, so buckle up. Here we go. Hello guys. Okay, so here we are in Elsewhere. There is no fly through because I changed the name back to Elsewhere. Sadly, you can't get a flyover with every town, so here we are. And just so you know, this beautiful sky that I have that is also animated is from a newer content creator that I've come across, and I really like their sky a lot, and I will include them in the link. I don't have another layer of stuff that make it look like an island, like a skyline or anything, so it's gonna look kind of funky, and sometimes when you go to certain angles, the blue will pop out. It's just a game glitch. There's not much I can do about that. So anyway, Elsewhere and how to obtain it. Now everything is blue in here. Well, not everything, but there are certain things that are flashing in blue because I don't possess those things. I did not download the custom content that comes with this because I have custom content of my own that I want to incorporate anyway, so there's no point in adding that extra stuff in my folder just so it looks pretty. It'll look pretty when I'm done, and I just wanted to put forth that message because people will ask me why there are things that are flashing in blue. So I'm going to go ahead and cut to the internet. Okay, so here we are at Google. And if you don't use the link, which I wouldn't see why you wouldn't, but if by chance you were not near this video, you didn't want to pull it up or what have you, you would just search Elsewhere Sims 2, and then that's the first hit that comes up. It takes you to Mod the Sims 2 into Plastic Boxes entry, and you would go into the download section, and then you can either just download the neighborhood, or you can also download the neighborhood along with the custom content. You would of course press the download button, and when you open the zip file, the neighborhood is right in there. So I'm going to go ahead and exit the game, and we're going to open my downloads folder. I'm sorry, we're going to open my neighborhood folder. So you're going to go into your documents folder where the EA game folder is located, and then you're going to double click there, and you're going to double click on the Ultimate Collection if you have the Ultimate Collection. And then you're going to look for your neighborhoods folder. You're going to open your neighborhoods folder, and then you're going to click and drag this into your neighborhoods folder. Now I am not going to do that because it will delete all the work that I have done so far, and I don't want to do that. So of course you would click, drag, let go, and it would put it into your neighborhoods folder. Okay, another folder that you need to be mindful of is your downloads folder. If you don't have a downloads folder because you strictly play vanilla and you want to dabble with the aspect of having mods and downloads in your game, you're going to have to create a downloads folder and type the name exactly like this, okay? And once you have your downloads folder, you will have several folders that you can put inside. Now, the way I have mine split up is that I have all of my mods starting with a 0. Then I have like other folders like my saved Sims that have Lola and what's her name? That actress, Hilary Duff. I don't know why I drew a blank there. And other like pets and stuff that I've downloaded. I keep that in my saved Sims folder. Uh, I have my scriptorum shortcuts in there. And then I have my hood stuff starting with a 2 and my Sims 4 to Sims 2 conversions. I have all the game pack names and I've been putting every download that I get for these game packs into its specific game pack name. So that way the stuff is easy to find. And I do download from several different creators. There's a lot of excellent creators that do 4T2 content, and I love it all. And I try to fit as much as I can as possible while in the same breath trying to keep my downloads folder 10 gigs or less. And sometimes that is an exercise in futility because when I go on a download spree, I just lose my mind. But anyway, that's beside the point. I'll have to seek help for that. And from there, what I then do is after my 3s, my 4s are individual creator folders that are not 4T2 related items. I have them here, and I would love to keep my folder strictly 4T2 conversion, but I just can't because there are certain things that the Sims 4 don't have or hasn't had converted yet that is currently available in other genres, like content creators that just specifically created it for the Sims 2, or content creators that converted from Sims 3 to Sims 2. And so I have to keep those things because I like them so much. For example, Holy Samoli, I have to keep all of my downloads from Holy Samoli. I love their stuff. They were like one of the best creators back in the day before people were really into smoothness and quality and stuff like that. So they were awesome. Pineapple Forest, I love the Pineapple Forest downloads. The smooth default replacements and the beautiful aesthetically looking clothing that they turned the vanilla clothing into. I love it, love it, love it, love it. And then of course we have my favorite T Vicky, and we have some stuff from Platinum Aspiration, although most of Platinum stuff is 4T2, so most of their stuff is in these folders here. And we also have Lord Crumps in there, and we have the Lord Crumps default trees in there. We have Cricket Was Here stuff in there. So I have a combination of a whole bunch of different creators that I keep close to my heart. And today we're going to discuss a few of them. Not all of them because we'll be here all day, but we are going to discuss a few of them today. So now that I've shown you how to put Elsewhere into your game, let's talk about some of the things that I used for the remodeling of Elsewhere. Although it's not complete, these are the things that I'm generally going to stick to when I design these houses. The first search I'm going to put in there, and the reason why I'm using search and not going directly into my Tumblr is for privacy purposes. I don't want some of the people that I follow, their names and stuff, to show up, because there are some people who keep their stuff private and are only allowing certain people to view their things. So I don't want to impede their security. So we're going to look for Pixelated Sim. Pixelated Sim has some really good stuff, and their older stuff is just as good as their newer stuff. And I use a lot of their floors and walls and their recolors. They are so awesome. And then basically what I do is when I go to their page, I click here and I go to their downloads and click the downloads page instead of the downloads tag. Oh, and then here I can choose if I want default replacements and walls and floors. They have excellent walls. Like, some of my favorite walls are these ones here. I love their version of the rounded edges recolors because they're so bright and beautiful. The only thing I do wish is that they had a yellow in there. I think they did it in Cluedo colors, and that's why I don't see yellow. Let me just see what the... Oh, never mind. Colonel Mustard is in there. So I just haven't really seen it in the swatches that I have. Anyway, I download their things and I love them. Another place that I go to is Lord Crumps's lair, and I have a shortcut for them. And they have downloads and they keep their stuff organized. Not only are there things from Lord Crumps in here, but there's also things from Platinum Aspiration in here, like the jewelry set that they created. And there's also things that are from T Vicky that are on this page as well. So for example, the default Flora replacement, which I do suggest you should get. You should also get the Greenhouse Haven. Oh my goodness, two of my favorite things. And there's so many things in there that you can take a look if you visit Lord Crumps's website. I also mentioned Platinum Aspiration. And they have a whole slew of stuff, especially if you want to dress your sim up in stylish things. For example, if we go into their downloads tag and then we pick hair and all, you can see all the hair that they have done. And look at this color, and you know, it doesn't have that annoying shine that some of the 4T2 conversions come with. I love it. It's just perfect. They also make clothes as well. Let's see, where is it? Clothing all. Their clothing is spectacular. They also did the entire 4T2 Urban homage, and I have that in my game as well. So yeah, they have so many cool clothes, and that is definitely a place that you should visit, especially if you are a clothing shopper. Check this place out. Another place I like to visit is T Vicky Sims. T Vicky Sims has a lot of cool stuff. They just came out with Sib's Clay Party. Look at the picture of that. I can't wait to play with that in my game. And I just love their conversions. They have very good taste in the conversions that they select to redo. So yeah, awesome. Another place I like to visit is Pineapple Forest. And even though I misspelled it, it still came out. And they have their stuff separated by buy mode and clothing and stuff. And not only that, okay, but they also made a whole bingo set out of the My Shoe No game, okay? Oh my goodness, that is so stinking cute, okay? They also did the cow plant with Epi Sims. Wow. That's all I can say. And then not only that, but look at the smooth texture and look how pretty that looks. I mean, it's an ugly plant, don't get me wrong, but it's still pretty. And they also make little accessories. You got to see the little Barbie doll boxes that Pineapple Forest made. Very nice. I think those are so cute and make a great addition to your toy store as decor. Very nice. Another place I like to visit is, oh, I had them on the tip of my tongue. Why am I not thinking of them now? Epi Sims. Epi Sims. I just mentioned them too. Jeez. Epi has a lot of good mods too. And a lot of good tweaks for your game. So yeah, I would say check out their page as well. What I do is I go into their Tumblr and then I look for their downloads. And These are all the things that they've created for the game. So this is their collab with Pineapple Forest. And you see how there's like different mods that they make for the game to make it better, and they also have good clothing and good hair with very nice texture to it. I really like the attention to detail that these creators make. Okay, and the last creator that I wanted to show you guys for this video is Nonsensical Pixel. Nonsensical Pixel has a lot of good conversions as well. A lot of their clothes are spectacular. They also make objects too, and I have downloaded a few of their objects into my game. Very nice downloads, and they keep their stuff pretty organized as well. So yeah, they're also one of my staple creators that I download creations from. So Nonsensical Pixel is another name you should check out in Tumblr. Now there's another Symboler that I want to introduce. They're pretty new, I think, or at least new to me, and they are Dilia. I think. Sims 2. Here it is. And this is where I found that beautiful, beautiful sky. Okay, so they came up with a package that does some really awesome stuff. Okay, so here it is, right? This is the download for that package. Not only do you get to pick the cloud shape that you want, you get to pick the sky colors as well. And I think that that's awesome because the possibilities are endless with the mix and match that you can do in your game. I love that. That is a show of versatility, and I think that the skies are really pretty. Plumtails turned me onto those when they shared a post regarding that. And Plumtails is also another sim that I like to highlight here and there. But we're not talking about properties at the moment, but I do mention Plumtails a lot when I talk about properties. Anyway, these guys are to die for. So those are some of the things that I would say to keep in mind when you are going to remodel elsewhere. And if you're going to do the same things that I did in my videos to remodel, these are the places that I got most of my things from. Now, as far as downloads are concerned, every creator has a instruction on where to put things in their download. But usually what we do is we place the items that we have downloaded into our downloads folder. So let's get to our downloads folder here. Documents, EA Games, blah, 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 downloads. Okay, so, all right, this is my downloads folder, right? So let me, just for giggles, go to TViki and see what I can download from there. We'll download this clay. All right, so you're going to download, and once you have the item, you're going to go ahead and unzip it, and usually just clicking on it from your downloads on your window here for your Explorer, if you use Explorer or Edge as it's called now. But if you click on it, then you'll get the zip file to open. Now there are so many things that you could do to get this in there. What I normally do is the following. I will drag it onto my desktop first, right? Now TViki is usually very good about compressing her files, so we probably won't get any savings from compressing this, but I want to show you what I do. I normally delete the title picture. As beautiful as it is, it does take up space, so I save space by removing any PNGs and JPEGs from my downloads folder. So now that I have TViki's folder, I also run it through the compressor. So I double click the compressor and I add files, right? I search for that TViki folder on my desktop. I hit OK. and then I hit go. And then this thing will definitely go through the motions of compressing any unnecessary items from each file, and it makes it smaller. But like I said, TVicky is usually very good about compressing her files before she puts them up for download. So I really doubt that we're not going to have anything more than 1 megabyte being reported in there. So let's see. Yep, see, 1 megabyte because she already compressed it. Now, I normally run it through that, and it saves an immense amount of space. I will put a link to all the places that we visited today, along with the link to the compressor. Another cool tool to use is the bulk renamer. And I'll also include a link to that too. That way, if you are the type of person like me that wants to keep everything lowercase in your folder so it's easier for the game to read, I do that as well. So I'll put it into the bulk renamer by dragging the folder in there. Now it doesn't really do recursive, so if you put in a folder that has folders inside, then you're just going to be able to rename the folders unless you check one of the things here. I believe it's the subfolders option. But anyway, I digress. What I do is I select all, and I change the case by selecting lower, and it makes it all lowercase, and then I go to rename, and it tells me how many files I'm renaming, and I hit OK, and then I hit OK again. When I reopen this folder, oh, it was already open, never mind. So let me go back. Okay, when I reopen the folder, everything is in lowercase. The collection file, I always put in the collection folder. Some people keep them, some people don't. I keep them out of my downloads folder, and I put them in the collections folder in your game. So the way you find your collection folder is if you go one level up from your downloads folder and go to collections, that's your collections folder. And if you hear any banging, somebody's working on something outside of my house. I don't know what that is. I'm surprised my dogs aren't going crazy. Either way, that's all I have for today, and I really hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Thank you for tuning in, and you have a great day.